Well, good morning. It's Friday morning and it has been a very quiet week. The truck is in the right state and I have no excuse for that. So it's the 20th of June. It's my oldest son's birthday in 3 days. Today we've got a D6 bulldozer to move. They've removed the blade from it. So we'll drive the dozer up the trailer to the neck, and then put the blade face down on the rear. In theory, according to all the measurements, it will fit with a little bit of room. So yeah, hopefully we can get it all on. It's wet, miserable. I've had all the time in the world to clean the truck, but it's been raining, so it's not ideal. Waste of time, really. Now, it's terrible timing. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I've got to head north to Mouchet from River Lake here, so I've got terrible traffic. So really bad traffic to start the day, but I suppose I should get out there and get amongst it, and yeah, we'll get into it. Still drinking me coffee. Developing a bad habit of driving through a drive-through on the way to work and buying a coffee. It's becoming expensive, so need to cut that nonsense out. Right, let's go. Well, so far it's not too bad. We haven't even hit a standstill yet, but I'd imagine once we get out here on the Row Highway, it'll slow down a bit. It's just trying to rain again, which, yeah, the forecast is pretty average all day. Well, we're nearly there. I just hope everything's in order, and I can get the machine without too much mucking around. Yeah, we'll have to lift the blade on, obviously. Hopefully they've got a large forklift and can do that for us, no problem. Sure, this place opens at 8, so it's another auction house. Ritchie Brothers this time. I took that dump truck with the water tank that came out of Smith Broughton in Midland. This is Ritchie Brothers at Bullsbrook, Mouchet. Some cool things around here. I really shouldn't be going to auction houses, but just as well I've got no money, because I would no doubt buy some things I just don't need. So some old toll trucks here on the left. that were in the auction. I think there's a 5.0. There was a 5.0 advertised. It was one of the ones I used to drive back in the day, and there was a couple of these 659s, but they were 8-wheeler day cabs, and I also drove them on different sites, at Brockman, places like that. So yeah, I love this sort of area, all this old machinery and that. It's yeah, I see potential in everything. Now, I haven't been in here to load machinery before, so I might just park out here and wander in, I think. Stop here, it's very soft. Oh, there's some goodies in here. Looks like an SAR Kenworth over there. 2 SARs maybe. Oh man, if I had money, I'd be in trouble. Right, I've got to put a high vis on and go and find somebody. Right, here's what we've got. Little D6. Look at that, the blade's got fork slots. Right, how long since I've driven it? Okay, so I just realised I didn't have the microphone on. How long since I've driven a dozer? I've got isolators on the other side, but we'll see. Oh. Man alive, it's been years since I've driven a dozer. Let's see if we've got any. And just like that, it's alive. Okay. So I just need to have a measure, get set up, and we'll go from there. Okay. It's a bit quieter. Right, now like I said, it has been many years since I have operated a dozer. Oh, it's hot in here. quicker to just reverse around that blade and go the other way, but we get more of a drive this way. So we're going to put it on forwards. How's that, son? We're going to be loading straight into that sun. Nice and slow and steady. We'll get lined up, we'll get out, we'll have a bit of a nosy. We're going to come over to the right a little bit. Where the tracks is, mate. Yeah. Come over to the right a little bit. Well, there we have it, all loaded up, blade on the back. We've got the blade line face down, big heavy chains holding it, but I just want to put something up higher, but there's really not a lot I can do, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know, I might redo that and we'll have a look. Anyway, D6R LGP, which is low ground pressure, so big wide tracks. Anyway, I think I'm going to redo this. Just don't like it. Right. So I just pulled up quickly there on the side of the old Tonkin Highway. There's a bit of a bay there. I used it as a road train hookup from heading south with the road train. Just had a quick check over. Everything's travelling fine. The biggest thing I was worried about was just loose gravel and stones and that being on the deck. I did sweep it as best I could, but when everything's wet and muddy, it just it's a bit sticky, and now it's all dried out, but it's not too bad. So anyway, we just come down to the end of Tonkin Highway and we're turning onto Thomas, and we'll head through to South West Highway and down that way to North Dandenong. T900 there, nice. Well, nearly at the drop, and there ain't going to be no filming. It is wet, so good stuff, eh? I can't unload on the road obviously because of steel tracks. I'm going to have to probably reverse down the driveway. It's just good times ahead, but so there won't be any filming, so I will check back in with you. I'm only 4 kilometres away. I will check back in once we're unloaded and out the gate, and give you an update. As a shag, sitting on a towel, soaked through, but it's off.